Hey guys, Spectrum Minecraft here, and I'm back for another Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition tutorial. And you guys know that I usually make tutorials or sort of random videos. Like I usually have about 3 LPs in a row, and then I have a tutorial or something else like a map download. And today's tutorial is going to be going back to the basic sort of mob spawning-ish. I'm going to be explaining this out, guys, if you haven't already seen from the title, and making a little tutorial about automatic mob grinding and stuff like that. So, yeah, I had a video a while ago that I made, and it was like about 7 or 8 months ago, I think I uploaded the video, and it was about how to make an underground automatic animal grinder or whatever. And then, I don't know, a lot of people thought that it wasn't my design, because basically, well, I don't know, back then I thought that, like, it was really a genius thing that I had accomplished with, but basically it was just like under an ocean. It was a mob grinder with like grass, just it was underwater. It was basically like the exact same thing as normal mob grinders with spawning pads that leads into water or whatever. And yeah, I'm sure people have done that before, but as of that time, I think it was the first one on Xbox, and I was like one of the only people who actually looked into doing like animal, or at least on YouTube that I could find. I was looking for a tutorial myself, I couldn't find one, so that's why I had to make one out myself. So I'm gonna explain this to you guys. So what you guys mainly do is when you're spawning animals, most people think, like, when you're starting off, I'll just make a little, try to find some fences here, make a little fenced off area, I don't know, and then I'll get a bunch of mobs to randomly spawn in here because they randomly spawn in grass. Or maybe if I'm like living underground, I'll go make a little secret base underground, and then I'll just carry a big thing of grass underground and have animals spawning down there. Maybe have some canals setting that up. And then, so once you're underground in your little room, I'm gonna quickly make one here, and then you find out that, you know, you're not really getting the mob spawns you want. You're like down there, but mobs really aren't spawning for you. That's because like, you're doing everything right. All you need to do to spawn mobs is you literally need to have grass with, like, I don't know, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, just to be sure, above that of space, and then light. Enough light. It needs to be at a certain lighting level. Just make sure if you have like glowstone on the roof 3 blocks above your grass. That is if you're making this underground. That should be good for you. So, like, I don't know, this TNT isn't really exploding as quickly as I thought it would effectively do this for me. But, so yeah, you're in your underground room. You got, I don't know, you got some grass on the ground. You got some light. Well, what else do you need for the animals to spawn? You're doing everything absolutely right. All you need to spawn animals is grass and torches. There's nothing that you're doing wrong. The only thing is look at how big this world is. I'm gonna fly across this and look at all the animals on my screen. There's a maximum animal limit that there can be on a world, and that means that there's not gonna be the chances for any animals whatsoever to spawn inside your little room down here is extremely low, because up here it's literally stealing all your spawns basically. Because look at this expanse, and it's not like an animal is gonna spawn in every block of grass in the world. So what you're gonna need to do to actually make an automatic animal grinder that's effective, like, you could have a small underground room like that, but it might get like 2 chickens once every week, literally, of playing the game. So what you're gonna want to do is literally get rid of all the grass in the overworld. And that's not something that I like doing, just because I sort of like to keep the natural beauties of my world, keep my Minecraft looking nice. So the way to fix this, though, is you're going to want to go somewhere where there's no grass, where no animals spawn. And then we're going to start the tutorial basically right here. So to do this, you can do this underground as well, but I'm going to show you how to make an automatic animal grinder that's not underground. You could do this exact same concept basically underground as well, but it's basically make, like, honestly, if you guys know how to make mob grinders, you just do the exact same thing with grass in a desert, and since there's not all the grass around the world that's stealing all your mob spawns, you'll get a lot. So since there's no animals spawning around this place, you can actually get some pretty high amount of mobs coming in. And I'm gonna do a drop trap, but you don't have to have this go very far. It's usually best if you have it 25 blocks, just to make sure that everything dies when it falls. But if you want it to be like an XP grinder with animals, that does work, although it doesn't get like over amounting amounts of XP. So yeah, so just follow what I'm doing here. You're gonna want something elevated in the air, so it's like sort of like when they fall they die and it collects everything for you. Or you can have this underground, and instead of falling and dying, because you don't want it to go super deep underground, that always becomes a nuisance, having drop traps underground. So instead you just have a little stream under it that carries it and either drowns the mobs, takes them to a lava blade, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do those once I finish the mob grinder here, because they're not actually going to die when they fall. But if this thing was 25 blocks up in the air, the mobs would in fact die when they fall. So I'm actually doing this wrong here. I'm going to do one side for you guys. It's literally done the identically on every side. So here's my grass, and then I don't know if I'll actually be able to show mob spawning for you guys just because I don't have that much time right now. But it does happen if you're far enough away. I think I still have like a bunch of animals on the chunks over there, and it usually doesn't happen super quickly. This could be open to the world's actually like sunlight. Unlike a mob trap, you don't need to, you know, like block off the inside so that there's no light, obviously. So you want light in this. And then you have the big thing going around. Let's put some some blocks like that, and there. While I'm filling this in, guys, I want to talk about something sort of interesting. A lot of people that I've talked to, and then they hear that I play Minecraft a lot, and they're like, really? Well, I've heard I wanted to play Minecraft, but I'm scared of playing it because I get too addicted. I'm sure I've heard that from people in their life as well. It's sort of like, what? You're scared of playing a game because you're gonna get addicted to it? It's not like a drug or anything like that, but yeah, just sort of like an interesting, weird little thing that I always see like everywhere. So once you got this place basically done, you're gonna want the walls here to be too high so that none of the animals jump over it, obviously, because they're not going where you want them to go. I don't know what I was thinking there. I made that side not the right height, but there we go. And so the reason that you're having this in the desert, obviously, is because when the mobs spawn, it's sort of like using spawn eggs, where it's like we've reached the maximum limit for something in the world. Then the spawning sort of slows down everywhere else, so then it's not just like spawning in animals like crazy, but in the desert or in the ocean, on top of the ocean or under the ocean, whatever you choose to do, it increases the chances for mobs to spawn because there's not that many animals nearby or anything like that. So I'm almost done. I just have this little cobblestone side here to finish, and then I will be done. You know what, I could just, like, you guys basically know how to finish this, so I'm not going to waste time finishing it, and I'm going to use spawn eggs to show you. So this is, like, you can make massive ones of these and have canals everywhere. You could have them running behind this place. You could just have, like, a massive thing of grass. You can move it over. I don't know if in Xbox version Silk Touch pickaxes pick up grass blocks in survival, but you can get a big bridge of dirt going across and then, you know, get mobs that way. So let's see. Let's say that this thing spawned me. Yeah, I guess you could have a mushroom farm too, although I don't know why you'd want to do that because they're only good for milking them. But okay, so you got a pig. So what happens is it just wanders around here basically, and it's not very smart, so it falls in there and then gets dropped, and well, it doesn't die though. So because this isn't far enough up, so I'm gonna actually, it's gonna be pretty dark down here, so I'm gonna show you guys now some easy concepts for ways to kill animals at the end. I'm not going to get super detailed or anything, like how to have this as a good XP grinder with like pistons to take the mobs down to a certain amount of health or anything like that. I'm just quickly gonna show you guys how to make this thing actually automatic, so it just collects the stuff for you. So, where's my water bucket? Okay, so they fall down there. The water current keeps, keeps carrying them to here. So I'll show you the drowning one first, because then you don't lose any drops whatsoever. And basically, you just, where is it? You're gonna need signs for this, so have some signs. Put them back a bit. I don't really have much room here. So you're gonna want to block off the flow of water up above it as well. So the animals are flowing down here, and then you're gonna want 2 blocks like this. Some more signs down there. Or no, you don't have signs down there. And then basically the place just continues like this, with the walls and everything. I'm just gonna put some signs here so that the water doesn't make a big mess here or anything like that. So next thing you do is put 2 things of water up there so that it doesn't flow back, but the current does suck you into the wall here. And it works better when you have a roof for some reason. See, now it actually sort of like, it sucks the animals into here, and then it does drown them, and then when they die their drops fall down there, and then the current carries it out like that. So yeah, that's the drowning one. Now I'm going to show you guys the lava blade. None of these are my designs, by the way. This stuff it's Minecraft, so obviously people have figured this out before. The lava blade, you're actually going to want that to drop down a bit, and then the lava blade should be about, so the lava blade would be right here, I think, actually. So at the end of the stream here, where it actually falls down, I hope you guys sort of see what I'm doing here. So at the end of where the water stream falls down into the second stream below, you're gonna want a blade of lava with obviously some blocks on the roof so that the mobs don't like swim above the lava and get their drops burned or anything like that. So let's make some lava. Oh, whoops, it's gonna pour out the backside. There we go. Now it's actually going across so that when the mobs float in like this, they try to swim up into the lava blade, but then they die and their drops fall below. It kills them pretty well, and it rarely doesn't give drops. Like, I'm gonna put in a couple pigs, just to see if it gives any meat. Actually, you know what, this one works best for mobs. I wouldn't suggest putting a lava blade, because it actually does burn a lot of your drops when it's just animals that are like 2 height. It works really well for creepers and stuff like that. I'd suggest going with the drowning one for this tutorial, guys. But I hope I explained that well enough. If you have any questions, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Again, I made this tutorial just because it was sort of requested. It wasn't exactly requested, but some people weren't happy with my old tutorials that I will agree they weren't the greatest, but again, you should be at least able to make a little sense out of those. But whatever, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching. Spectrum out.